Have you ever felt so overwhelmed by your path that you wanted to give up? That feeling when you question if you have what it takes to keep going. Stick with me until the end of this story because a simple, profound encounter is about to change everything. For a young nurse named Sifa, everything felt like too much, just like anyone in their own profession. The sterile smell of the hospital, the endless, confusing medical terms, and the crushing weight of responsibility for other people's lives. At night, she'd lie awake, her mind racing with doubt. Am I truly meant for this? She'd whisper into the darkness. Can I really handle all this pain, this suffering, this loss? Her first few weeks on the ward were a terrifying blur. Every beep from the machines sounded like a countdown, a constant, chilling reminder of how fragile life is. She felt so small, so powerless, standing on the very edge of giving up and walking away for good. Then came the evening that would redefine her entire existence. She was assigned to sit with an elderly patient, Kazan. His illness had no cure, and his time was running out. His breathing was a shallow, labored rhythm, his hands were cold, and worst of all, he was completely alone. His family and friends had abandoned him, leaving him to face his final moments in solitude. Sifa sat by his bedside, her heart pounding in her chest. Every instinct screamed at her to run, to escape the suffocating sadness of the room. But she didn't. Instead, she reached out and gently held his frail, cold hand. He stirred, and with a voice that was barely a whisper, he looked at her and said, "Child, don't be afraid of brokenness. Healing is not always about curing. Sometimes it's about being there when someone takes their last breath." In that moment, something inside Sifa broke open. Tears streamed down her face, not of sadness, but of a profound, soul-shaking realization. Those words weren't just spoken, they were carved into her very soul. She stayed with him, holding his hand, offering the quiet comfort of her presence until his last heartbeat faded into silence. She felt both a deep sense of helplessness and an incredible, powerful transformation. That night, as she walked home under the city lights, the world seemed different. The street lights shone brighter, the air felt clearer. She finally understood. Her calling wasn't just about medicine, charts or textbooks. It was about raw, unfiltered humanity. It was about presence. It was about love. Sifa was so moved by his plight that she even took it upon herself to raise funds to cover his final expenses, ensuring he was treated with dignity even after he was gone. From that day forward, Sifa was a different nurse. She greeted each patient with a genuine smile that reached her eyes. She didn't just hear their symptoms, she truly listened to their stories, their fears, their hopes. She carried a quiet, unshakable strength that her patients could feel, a calming presence in the storm of their illness, and in every life she touched, in every hand she held. She heard the gentle echo of Mr. Kazan's words. Years later, as a respected and seasoned nurse, she would often gather her young students and share her own story. Never, ever underestimate the power of simply being there, she'd tell them, her voice filled with conviction. In a world that rushes to fix everything, remember that sometimes the greatest, most profound healing you can offer is your presence. Sometimes. That is the only gift a person needs. What an incredibly powerful story. Besides the main lesson about the power of presence, what other lessons did you learn from Sifa and Mr. Kazan's story? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to read them, and please don't forget to subscribe to World of Wonderful Stories for more tales that touch the heart. Thank you for watching.